I'm so excited to film this video, and I'm basically just going to be kind of reacting to the trailer but also telling you what I think is going to happen in season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So if you want no spoilers, you probably shouldn't watch this video. Not that I'm a psychic and not that I know exactly what's going to happen, but I have read the books, so I think, yeah, if you want to avoid spoilers, because what I say could happen. It might not happen, but it could happen. So if you want to avoid spoilers, don't watch this video, but if you just want to hear someone's predictions, continue watching. And my predictions are just kind of going to go from the trailer, the teaser trailer, scenes that have been released. So I don't know if you've seen, there's been some scenes that have been released on like TikTok and probably other places of the show, like little snippets. So I'm going off them as well. And yeah, just anything that I've seen, any images. I'm also going off my book knowledge and also going off the first trailer for the first season and how they kind of hinted to what happened in the first season in the trailer. So now that's out of the way, let's get into me kind of reacting to the trailer. I have already watched it, but I'm going to watch it again and kind of react to it for you. After watching this trailer, because I have already watched it, I kind of wished I hadn't. The trailer kind of spoils things for me, and things that I didn't want to be spoiled. I felt like if I hadn't have seen the trailer, just like the emotional impact of the show would have been so much bigger for me, and I kind of love stuff like that, and so I feel a little bit robbed. I kind of wish they just posted the teaser trailer as the trailer. Just for me personally, I much more prefer media that you really don't know that much about, saying that I have read the bloody books, so you know, I have read the books, but it's a different media, isn't it? It's a show, it's a different form, it's not exactly the books, which we know from season 1. But yeah, I think I would have preferred to just have had the teaser and that be it, because I just feel like the trailer just kind of tells me too much. But I've seen it now and I know it now, and now I'm gonna react to it. So I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can watch the video along with you. So we kind of start off where season 1 left off. So if you remember, Belly and Conrad kissed, and we are clearly carrying on from that because they are wearing the same clothes. So he's wearing a suit jacket and she's wearing a jumper, which I am trying to think back to the first season. I have seen it 4 times, so I should remember, but I think he's wearing the suit because it's literally from the Deb Ball, I believe, and she's just changed out of her dress, which of course you would, because it's like a massive beautiful dress that you don't want to crinkle. But a suit jacket, I guess, is a little bit different. I don't know, I don't wear suit jackets. Also the fact they're playing Taylor in the background, slay.
It was unlike any other
Okay,
summer.
then we see this scene with Jeremiah where it looks like he's happy and he kind of touches her leg. Now there's been a clip of this scene and he's not happy. Like, in this scene is when Belly and Jer kind of have a confrontation, because she essentially, by the way, all of this is me guessing. This is not facts, I don't know this is me guessing. I think she's going to tell him, I've just kissed your brother, and it's going to be him being very upset with her, because I've seen a clip, it's online if you want to see it, but they argue, and of course he'd be very upset. Like, he thinks they're becoming an item and she's just like, hey, kissed your brother. Yeah, so it looks like they're very happy, but I think this clip that we see in the trailer is before, and then she kind of is like, stop, I kissed your brother, and then they have a big argument and they fall out, and yeah, like fall out in a big way, but we'll continue on.
I want to memorize it all. You never know the last time
Summer
you'll see a
vibes.
place.
See, this is what I didn't like, okay?
I
Yeah.
knew I'd lose Susanna
Okay.
eventually.
Yeah. This is what I didn't like. So in the trailer, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but why have I got tears in my eyes? Anyway, in the trailer, correct me if I'm wrong, but they are giving away the fact that Susanna is going to die, which I was not very happy about, because I obviously have read the books, so I know she dies in the books, but I kind of had hope that maybe she wouldn't die, which maybe that was really naive of me, but that's just what I hoped. And they've just given it away, like, no, she's dying, which I guess is very similar to the book in the fact that you find out she's dead like in the second page, But it's like, why is it in the trailer? Like, you like, just, it would have made the first episode so much more hard hitting, I believe. But I'm sure once I've watched the show, I'll understand why they made that choice. But yeah, so they put it in the trailer that Susanna is going to die, and it kind of just shows to me that they really are full on like going for like the books and what happens in the books. Obviously this will be either denied or confirmed, but yeah, so this is telling us that Susanna dies, probably in the first episode of season 2.
I just didn't know I'd end up losing all of them.
I should be celebrating with Conrad and Jeremiah, but they won't even text me back anymore because you made things messy.
Steven yelling Belly, he's like way more emotional in the trailer than he is in the book. Like, to my memory, it's been like a few months, but to my memory he like wasn't this emotional in the book. Like, he was a bit like, yeah, you've kind of made it awkward between me and my friends, but he's not here like freaking crying like he is in the trailer, like making her feel terrible. Yeah, love Steven, he's my favorite character. No, he's probably my least favorite character, to be honest with you.
Hi, Jeremiah, I'm so glad.
Conrad's gone. I'm going to see if I can track him down.
I'm coming with.
So Jeremiah calls up Belly, and so begins their dream team road trip. So if you read the second book, it's like a road trip book. They go on a road trip, and yeah, the trailer's showing us that that's what's gonna happen. They're going on their little road trip together, and she's helping Jer find Conrad. It's interesting because in the books their relationship is not strained like it is obviously here, because they've fallen out because she kissed his brother. In the books it's not strained, and that's for the simple reason that in the first book Jer and Belly never kissed. He just admitted her feelings and she was like, no, I like Conrad. Whereas in the show, Belly has been a lot more messy, to quote Steven, she has been a lot more messy because it was like she actually kissed Jer, wasn't upfront with him about like, no, it will always be Conrad. Yeah, but
I'm so glad you made time to see me. How's life?
Belly, you were my best friend. We hooked up, and then you hooked up with my brother, and then everyone expected me to act like I was fine, and I wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Having a little disagreement, obviously tense relationship.
I was so
Oh my
focused
god,
on
okay,
being
so
there for Conrad.
these
I should've
scenes,
been
these
there
little
for you
snippets
too.
we get in the trailer of like Conrad in his friggin' Christmas jumper. Oh, I love it so much. So I'm team Conrad. I'm a Conrad girly. I'm in love with Chris. Yeah, I just love these scenes. They look so cute. And Conrad is so cute in a jumper. Yeah, love the Christmas scenes. In the book, if my memory is correct, Belly and Conrad spend some time over the Christmas holidays alone in the summer house, which is really lovely. Like, it's really nice. It's a really nice part of like their relationship in the book. So I am very excited to see that on the screen.
You gave me roses.
Jer, the house has been put up for sale.
What do you mean the house is for sale?
What is she doing here?
So they find out that Conrad's in the summer house, and they are like going in guns blazing, like, what the hell are you doing? And then he reveals the bombshell of like, the house is being sold, that's why I'm here. Like, another thing to know is that in the book the house is being sold by their dad, Adam, but in the show it's by their aunt. So it brings on the new characters of the aunt and then the aunt's child, so their cousin, who I believe is called Sky. Yeah, it's being sold by the aunt, and I understand the choice. Like, it's bringing more characters, it's bringing more diversity, because I'm pretty sure Sky is non-binary. So I get why they made that choice, but also I loved it that the dad was selling it, because I just love like the spice in that plot line. Like, it was just so, like, imagine like your own dad like is selling the house. Like, I just think that hits more, but I get it.
I love this house, and the boys desperately miss their mother, and those two things are pretty tangled up in one another. I'm hoping you'd consider backing out of the sale. Sorry.
Also, in that little scene, it's quite clear that Conrad is not happy that Belly is there. He's like, what's she doing here? And it's because they've broken up. So they had a relationship and they've broken up. In the present time, they're broken up. So yeah, it's kind of obvious why he wouldn't be too susceptible to her being there, really.
You choose to put it on the market.
I thought that when we lost Susanna, we lost the magic of cousins forever. But maybe there's still a way I can bring it back.
And I think about summer, all the beautiful time.
them at the fun fair. So I didn't know if the fun fair was going to be flashback or current, but I now believe it's current based on like kind of reviewing everything, being a little detective. I think it's current because I saw a scene where Sky was there and so was like Taylor. So I think it's current. I think they go to the fun fair in their current state, which is nice that it's like not all like doom and gloom, like, oh, Susanna's dead, the house is being sold. Like, it's nice that they are having a little bit of fun. Always good. Oh, I just look so sad. Like, I just feel like this season's gonna be really sad.
You know, I just feel everyone's slipping away, and the
Like,
house is the last thing tying us together.
Yeah,
We're not giving up.
We're gonna figure something out.
I don't give it up.
Together. I'm in.
Me too.
So they get all the gang back together as well.
I love this for us.
And I'm so glad Cam Cameron is there. But the fact that Cam Cameron has come back, I'm very happy. Cam was probably one of my favourite characters. I think the actor is so good. So I'm very, very happy about that. We then get this scene of like Stephen and Taylor in like a, where are they? It looks like kind of where the Deb Ball was held, so maybe it's the country club. And because we get this scene, it makes me think that to save the house, they are going to put on some kind of event. Now, I don't really know how this would work or is going to happen, but it just feels very like teen show to me to do that. So I feel like they're going to put on an event or something, like maybe at the country house, and like put on an event to save the house. I don't know how that's going to work. I might be wrong, but like just the fact that they're in the country house, it's kind of like, why are they there? Like, why are they in the country house? What's the reason?
You're so corny.
Infinity necklace.
Belly, I don't think I could ever get over you.
There's nothing left between me and Conrad.
Nothing left between you and Conrad. Are you sure
always
about
be
that?
something between you and Cara.
Yeah, see, Jeremiah knows.
What I used to picture forever.
The Christmas scenes, the
It was
snow
always with
on the
same
beach.
boy.
Oh my god.
The future is unclear, but it's still mine.
Oh god. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. The Christmas scenes look so good, and it's literally Snow on the Beach, so I wonder if they're going to play Snow on the Beach by Taylor Swift. Who knows? It would be a missed opportunity if they didn't, though. So that was me kind of reacting to the trailer, even though I have already seen it a few times already. Because I was trying to like analyze every frame, so I have seen it a few times. Yeah, that was my reaction, and now I'm just going to tell you essentially my predictions, what I think is going to happen in season 2. Now again, this is literally, I'm just guessing. I'm going off like what I know from the content I've consumed, but it's just a guess. I could be completely wrong, which would actually be really fun. But yeah, we'll just see. I'm interested to see how close I get to what actually happens. So I will be reading this off just because it's written here and it's literally like an essay, so I will be reading it, so I will be looking down. Yeah, my predictions are very heavily going off the book because like the book is like the full story. Obviously it's not necessarily true that they will copy the entire book, but still, like I think I'm probably heavily going off what happens in the book essentially. And like based from the trailer, I think that we will open with what just happened in season 1, so after the kiss. So like they'll kiss and they'll be on the beach, and like Conrad will be like, oh my god, do you want to be with me and not Jeremiah? And then Belly will have to go tell Jeremiah, and Jeremiah and Belly will fall out. Yeah, I think that'll be the first thing. Then I think we will jump to the pool scene. So the pool scene is the beginning of the teaser trailer. I think we will jump to that, and I think we'll jump to that part where, like, I'm sure you've all seen it. Belly's lying down, Conrad's over her, and he's dripping water onto her hair. Yeah, he's dripping water onto her hair. Now, I say that I think this is going to be at the beginning because that part of the teaser was so similar to page 2 of the book. So, like, in page 2 of the book, if you don't know, she's at the summer house. She's with Conrad and Jeremiah by the pool. She's wearing the infinity necklace. Conrad is literally, he kisses her, and Jeremiah's there and he's fine with it, and everyone's like having a good time. Then she snaps back into reality and it's not real. Like, she's not there at the summer house. She's back where she lives and she's at school with Taylor. And I think the show will follow that. So I think we'll see that scene and then it will snap back to her not being there. It's not real, and it will be the reveal of like, I'm not there, Susanna is dead. I reckon that will happen, and then it will move on to summer. So it'll be like they've just finished school, Stephen's graduating, and moves on to summer, and they are all separated. They're not together. They're not going to cousins this year because it's too painful, like the memories of Susanna. Then Stephen and Belly and Taylor will go to a party, and that's where Stephen and Belly will have this little argument where Stephen's just in his feels about like not seeing his friends anymore, and Taylor will have a new boyfriend. In the book, she gets a boyfriend. In the kind of trailers and stuff, there's a boy who has bleached blonde hair. I think that's her new boyfriend, but that remains to be seen. So then after this, Jeremy will call up Belly, be like, Conrad's missing, and they will proceed on their road trip. In the road trip, there's obviously going to be tensions because they argued and fell out and they haven't spoken to each other since. Or maybe they have, who knows. Anyway, we'll get onto that later. But yes, there's tensions, but they will sort it out. So we saw that conversation by the side of the road. Her and Jeremiah will sort it out and they'll be fine. Like, as fine as they can be when, like, you kind of were with me and then you kissed my brother. They'll end up being okay, rekindling, kind of being friends again. And I also think throughout the road trip, we will be seeing flashbacks of kind of Conrad and Belly's relationship and Susanna's deteriorating health, and then when she died, and also the funeral. And I think we'll see these flashbacks and it will slowly like piece together like what happened, because clearly we start, they're together, like they've kissed, they're kind of together, and then suddenly a year later they're not together anymore and the viewer doesn't know why. So I think it will be piecing together why, like what happened, what was that year of their relationship, or I don't know the time frame, if it will be a year or if it will be less, but what was that time frame that they were together, what was it like, what happened, why did it go wrong? And this is when we'll get moments like the Christmas scene, and we'll get the prom scene, which is in the trailer, the teaser, sorry, and we'll get all those little scenes, the scene of them, like there's a scene where they're all eating dinner, like Belly and Susanna and Adam and Laurel, like they're all eating dinner, like that's when those scenes will come in, I believe. I also put this, I don't know, but we might see a funeral scene. Now I don't know, because from all the pictures I've looked at, all the trailers, everything, I have not seen any black suits for funeral except the one at the beginning after Conrad and Belly kiss, but I'm pretty sure that's the Debs. I don't think that's the funeral. Conrad also seems too happy for that to be the funeral day. They both do, to be honest, and like why would Belly be wearing that when it's Susanna's funeral? But I don't know if there'll be a funeral scene, but I think if there is one, this is when it will come in, and we'll talk about the funeral scene later. I'll touch on it later. So Jer and Belly are going to realise that at the summer house, go back and kind of be like, what are you doing? Why are you at the summer house? And he will reveal that the aunt is selling the house, and there will also be obviously tensions between Conrad and Belly because they're broken up and they probably haven't spoken or seen each other for a long time. So there'll be tensions there, and essentially the kids will just be like, right, we need to save the house, what are we going to do? Call up Laurel, try and get Laurel to talk to the aunt, and they will also get the whole gang back together. I don't know how. I don't know if one of them will call them or if like they won't even be called and kind of Taylor will just call Belly and find out where she is and get everyone together. I feel like that would be a thing Taylor would do, like as a good friend. Yeah, they'll all reunite, as we've seen, including Cameron, which is great. They'll all reunite to kind of try and save the house, essentially. I think they will also still have fun, even though they are there to kind of do something that might not work. I think they will still have fun. Like, we see them at the fun fair, which I think is current, is present time, not flashbacks. They'll be having fun. There's also a scene of them like on a golf course, on a golf buggy at night, all of them. So I think they'll still be having like their shenanigans, having fun. Conrad and Belly will probably be like not rekindling, but like patching up, like not hating each other, like kind of fixing the friendship, like being friends basically. And as I said, they might hold some kind of function to try and like get support for the house, I don't know. But I don't know, thinking about it more, it could just be that Stephen and Taylor have snuck into the country club, and it could be Taylor being like, I didn't get to have a dead ball, and Stephen's like, let's dance, because they like dance in the clip. So it could just be that. It might not actually have anything to do with the saving the house plot. It could literally just be them sneaking in, which I guess kind of does match up with them being on the golf course at night, because they've probably snuck in for that. So yeah, it could be that. There could be no function at all. It could just be a cute scene between Taylor and Stephen. Then Conrad and Belly will definitely have a conversation where like they kind of lay it all out, and that's when we get that scene of Conrad being like, I don't think I'll ever get over you, which kill me. Yeah, we'll get that scene, but I think it will end, they'll be on better terms, but they will not go back together. I don't think they'll go back together. I think he'll be like, I kind of want to get back together, but because of what's happened, which we'll go into what happened, like why they broke up, she won't take him back, which is why we get that scene on the beach with her and Jeremiah where she's like, Conrad and me are done, and it's like, you think you're done. Okay, sure. I also thought it could be like the book where like maybe she kisses Jeremiah again because they've been having such a great summer together, rekindling their friendship, getting really close, and Conrad knows, like Conrad finds out, and then he just is like, right, I'm stepping out because my little brother clearly likes her and I'm just gonna let them be. That might happen as well, like something like that, as opposed to Belly just being like, it's over. It could be like, yeah, Conrad kind of steps back. So I really think it will end with the hope of like Jeremiah and Belly will be together, or like maybe even them getting together, and yeah, Conrad very much in the background. And I obviously think they will save the house. I don't think the house will be sold, because where the hell are they gonna have the wedding in season 3? Spoilers. Also, to note, there is, in the teaser, there's a scene where the boys are having a fight at a party. I've kind of screenshotted this scene. I'll put it on the screen. I screenshotted it. It's not that clear, but it's very clear that like it's Conrad and Jeremiah pulling the guy off. So I can only assume it's Stephen that they're pulling off of this bleach blonde haired man. And I reckon the bleach blonde haired man is Taylor's new boyfriend. Maybe he like treated her badly or something, so Stephen is like attacked him. I don't know. Yeah, and I reckon Stephen and Taylor will get together basically, or like maybe not fully get together, but at least like their relationship will blossom and maybe set it up for them being together in season 3 type of thing. Yeah, but those are my predictions. But I just want to go into like, because I kind of glossed over it, I want to go into Conrad's and Belly's relationship and like my predictions for that, and kind of like what happened in the book and what I think is going to happen here. But basically, Conrad and Belly get together, as we kind of have seen from the first scene. Jeremiah's not happy about it, but they still do it. They're together for like, I'm not going to know the exact time, but I'd say like a year. In this year, Susanna's health is deteriorating, so Belly's trying to like support Conrad. Conrad ends up going to Belly's prom with her, taking her to prom, but it goes completely wrong because he's just not in the mood. Like, he's just really upset about his mum. I don't think she'll be dead by that point, but she will be ill. So he's very upset about that, and he's just not in the mood. So he's just like kind of ruining prom because he's making it like, he's just not making it good. And then like, in the book there's a scene, so I'm not gonna remember this fully, but there's a scene where like Belly drives away from Conrad. She leaves him at prom, and I don't know why. I don't know if she's like, get in the car, or like, talk to me, or I'm leaving. I feel like it's something like that. It's some type of ultimatum. He ultimately doesn't make the choice that she wants, and then she drives away. And I think that's gonna happen because we've seen the clip. We've seen her driving away. We've seen him sad at prom. So that's gonna happen prom. And I think prom will be their breakup. So I think they'll have a really nice relationship. They'll spend Christmas together. She'll support him. But it's also a relationship that's always kind of tainted by grief because of Susanna, which is kind of, in my opinion, it's the reason the relationship was kind of doomed, that relationship, because they're both dealing with something very big. Yeah. So they'll break up. Then Susanna will die. And there'll be a funeral scene, and Belly will of course go. Belly, Stephen and Laura will all go to the funeral, and it'll be at the summer house. And in the book, Belly tries to find Conrad to like comfort him and be like, I'm sorry about what happened at prom, and maybe get back together. I can't really fully remember. I'm sure she would love to get back together with him though, to be honest. And she walks in on him with his ex. Now in the book it is Aubrey, at least she's called Aubrey in the show. He kind of mentions that like he broke up with Aubrey, and that's kind of what Laurel and Susanna think he's moody about, because he's moody in the first season. They think it's because he's broken up with Aubrey, but it's not. Obviously it's because he knows about the cancer. Yeah, in the book it's this like Aubrey girl is comforting him in the funeral. He's in the basement or something, and he's like sat with his head in her lap, which like isn't that suspicious considering the context, in my opinion. Like, she's obviously comforting him, like it's his mother's funeral. Like, it'd be different if they were like kissing or something. So I reckon what's gonna happen is Belly's gonna walk in on them, but it's not gonna be Aubrey, it's gonna be Nicole, because I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that Nicole is in this season, and I just don't know where else she would be. She could definitely be part of the gang that try and save the house, I don't know. But yeah, so I reckon Belly will walk in on Nicole and Conrad kind of in a compromising position, but also not, like they're not actually doing anything, they're not kissing, they're not getting back together. She's literally just comforting him because she knew Susanna as well, and they were together for a little bit. And Belly will be very upset, will probably say some very hurtful things to Conrad at his mother's funeral, and run out of the funeral, because this is what happens in the book. She says some things, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's just like basically her like making kind of, I don't want to be mean because I do empathize with Belly as well. I empathize with both of them, but it's kind of, she's making it about herself when it's literally his mum's funeral, which is not the best look. And that will happen, and that will be the last time that Belly and Conrad see each other until she arrives at the summer house with Jer to find him. And that's why he's so like, what is she doing here? The last time I saw her, she was horrible to me at my mum's funeral. That type of thing. That's what I think is going to happen with their relationship. But yeah, that's basically my predictions and my reaction. I'm just so excited to watch this damn show. I can't wait. I think I will be making some videos like kind of reacting to it as well, if you're interested in that. So like, I think on the first Friday of the 14th, they are releasing like 3 episodes. So I will probably do a reaction to the first 3 episodes, and then maybe after that it will be just a reaction to the whole season, because I think after that it's coming out weekly. But yeah, I'm just so excited to watch this show. I am scared. I think it's going to be a really sad season, just because it's going to be one tainted with grief, which is kind of what the second book is as well. But yeah, I'm really excited. So excited. And I also wanted to mention this yesterday, or was it yesterday? I don't know. I made a TikTok about The Summer I Turned Pretty, and Jenny Han liked it. Freaking Jenny Han. So I got the notification and I was like, oh my god, because if you don't know, Jenny Han wrote the books and she like co-created this series. I think she's a producer on the series. So just amazing. I was so gassed. Like, I was so happy. I was like, she's like my TikTok, she knows who I am. So don't be surprised if you catch me in season 3, because Jenny Han knows who I am. So yeah, but yeah, I was so gassed about that. I was so happy. Yeah, but I think that's all I've got to say, and now I just wait for the actual show to come out, because I've literally exhausted all the content that there probably is for the show currently. Yeah, but thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting and maybe enlightening. Obviously all my predictions could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, which is fine. Like, Jenny, prove me wrong, please. But we'll see how close I get. I'll be interested to see how close my prediction did get. Yeah, but that's the end of the video. The final thing to say is, if you are interested in like the Summer I Turned Pretty stuff, I do have 2 other videos on it. So I have me reading the entire books and kind of like reviewing the books and kind of discussing the differences between the book and the show. And then I also just have a video called Why I Love the Summer I Turned Pretty, which is kind of just why I loved season 1. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that this was so long, if it was so long, but there's so much to say. There's just so much to say about this show. I'm just so excited. Yeah, cannot wait for the 14th. Counting down the days, seriously. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.